And it may entail having to adjust how they're guarding ball screens with their big guys. But if I'm Bruce Pearl, I'm going back to that action.
A foul on Diabate. His first, team's third. All the Auburn players, you can see looking over to the bench to get the call from Bruce Pearl. Opposing coaches will tell you that preparing to coach against a Bruce Pearl team is maybe the most challenging thing they have to do because of how many different options, how many different plays Bruce Pearl has in his system. Room wide open. And that's got the crowd fired up. Let's see what it does for the tie. A touch for Broom. One-on-one with Amori. And another foul with another foul, I think, on Diabate as he came over to help. No, on Amori. Second on Amori. Doing everything he can to try to defend Broom.
Just a ball screen and slip to the basket. When you throw out of it, that's the better angle to throw that lob pass. Just beautifully executed by Alabama, switching sides of the floor in order to get that.
You know, Jay, as you well know, Broom coming back from the ankle injury, not yet quite 100%, and not a guy who, you know, spends a lot of time over the rim anyways. He's an under the rim kind of player, but probably the best in America at that. And maybe he's lost a little bit of lift, but he is still putting up huge numbers, even though he is not 100%. He's already got 15 and 10 with 5 assists in this one.
Just a big-time player, does everything for Auburn.
Bylon. And a foul will send Amori to the line when we come back with 11:55 to go. Auburn in the lead by 11 here in Tuscaloosa.
Hey guys, there's a change in the air.
Two changes.
Two changes.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed. Like booking the right rental car. Where's the rest of it?
Did you forget we had kids?
A friendly game staying friendly. Yo, chill, Granny.
It's a bank loan.
Or being alone during alone time. Yeah, that's not guaranteed. You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, the deals you want, and the service you deserve. Or we'll make it right. That's the AT&T guarantee.
A dream is a wish your heart makes. And if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true.
When you live with diabetes, progress is having your coffee like you like it, without an audience. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor tracks your glucose in real time, so everyone else doesn't have to. And over time, it can help lower your A1C. Confident choices for more control of your life. This is progress. Learn more and try for free at freestylelibre.us.
He looks down at his queen and says,
Au revoir, my amour. Au bientôt.
let's work on that French, shall we?
Au revoir, mon amour. À bientôt. Au revoir, bientôt. Amour, à bientôt. Au revoir, mon amour. À bientôt.
Now search with AI Assistant in the Hotels.com app.
Hi. Hi. Chocolate fundraiser.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. Deposit checks easily and send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Janai Broom is the leading scorer in this game with 15 points. He's got 10 knocks down to 3. He's got 14 in this game. And then on a side pick and roll, drop coverage, Cliff Amore playing way off. Broom picks off Mark Sears, and that makes an easy shot to waltz into for Denver Jones, who knocks down another 3. Denver Jones, 3 of 4 from 3 in this game, 5 of 8 overall from the field for those 14 points. He's been a huge factor in Auburn with this 11-point lead, and Alabama continues to struggle to shoot the ball from deep. 2 of 19 overall for the Crimson Tide.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is hard to believe.
I mean, they average 90 points per game, number 1 in the nation. They make better than 10 threes per game. Not a great three-point shooting team, 34.4%, but they take a ton. They get to the line a lot. They're not making their free throws in this one. Offensive rebounding giving them a chance to stay in the game, but they got to convert. Sears defended by Jones yet again.
Mark Sears has not been able to get anything going. Denver Jones, I mean, that's a foul there, but got away with it. But what that did was give an outlet opportunity.
At WGU, you don't have to put them on hold. Our flexible online programs let you study when it works for you. And because WGU's degrees give you the skills employers really need, you'll graduate with skills that stand out and credentials that count. Make this the year you turn your resolutions into reality. Start 2025 with a fresh path forward. Learn more at wgu.edu.
Chegg has all the study tools you need. Chegg is more than just AI. Instant step-by-step solutions guide you through your toughest.
Clean offense on their end, and Auburn's kept them out of transition. That's really been a key.
Jaheim Hudson into the game for the Tigers. Pettiford got caught in the air and threw it away. Sears, Phylon, and a good recovery by Hudson. And which way is it going to go? The two officials.
It's staying without them. Tough place from which to inbound the ball for Alabama here. And you would expect that you're going to have a big guy on the ball. It depends on who's inbounding it.
Hudson sits. Johnson returns. Phylon inbounds to Diabate. Picked up his dribble, finds Phylon.
With Isaiah Evans for your local news over most of these ABC stations. Dickie B, so great to have you back here. He's been quiet today. And a steal. Again, it's Taman Lipsey defensively. Curtis Jones. Joshua Jefferson cleans it up.
Eat Lux your way with the new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes.
Here's how AI will completely transform how book covers are designed. It's no longer just about picking an image or a font. Today,
Nate was just backing that up.
Yes.
And back to the action. Baker Mazzara whips.
And the technical on Josh Reed.
I mean,
For Keyshawn Gilbert and 2 for Gilbert, who's 2 for 2 from the line today. "66 seconds remaining. The lead now 11 for the Cyclones. Iowa State 26 for 30 from the line. And Curtis Jones brings it across. As Iowa State trying to put the finishing touches on this one. In the second half, Chris, where they really seem to be dialed in.
Their defense stepped up, and then the offensive glass is what changed this game.
Out of bounds to Cincinnati.
And that's it right there. You know, the work that they did. Extending possession, second chance.
Slams it and ties it. And Janai Broom has pointed to the bench. He is in some difficulty. It is mayhem here in Tuscaloosa. Baker Mazzara, no. Todd Pettiford, big time shot.
Does he have any fear at all? Things weren't going well for Auburn. He just pulls up.
Youngblood with a 3, and we're tied again. And it is game on here in Alabama with a 3.
Well, you're starting to think, what is he doing? And then knocks it down right on Chris Youngblood. What a hesitation move by Philon. My goodness.
Look at the pure speed LeBaron Philon has. Youngblood swatted away into the seats by Chaney Jones.
Jamin Brakefield off the bench, his first bucket for Ole Miss. Pick and roll action. And that one's going to go off Ole Miss, will stay with Mississippi State. We're going to step aside for a quick break. It's Ole Miss with an early lead here in Oxford. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Freestyle Libre.
To really embrace life, you just have to learn to let go.
Let go.
That's right, let go.
Let go.
I did let go. Did you let go?
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
Dayquil Vapo Cool?
It's Dayquil, plus a brush of Vicks Vapors.
Dayquil VapoCore, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, power through your day medicine.
Eat Lux your way with the new.
If you have an eye infection, eye pain or redness, or allergies to Eylea HD, don't use. Eye injections like Eylea HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, or rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. An increase in eye pressure has been seen. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. The most common side effects were blurred vision, cataract, corneal injury, and eye floaters. And there's still so much to see. If you are on Eylea or a similar type of treatment, ask your retina specialist about Eylea HD today for the potential for fewer injections.
When you live with diabetes, progress is having your coffee like you like it, without an audience. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor tracks your glucose in real time, so everyone else doesn't have to. And over time, it can help lower your A1C. Confident choices for more control of your life. This is progress. Learn more and try for free at freestylelibre.us.
It's the Rebels with an early 12-7 lead here in this first half. We are in Oxford for this in-state rivalry. What's up, everybody? Alongside my partner is Richard Hendricks. I'm John Strickland. We asked both coaches, what does this rivalry mean? And they both pointed to the fact that with no pro teams in the state, this is the biggest game in town.
Absolutely. It's all for bragging rights in the Magnolia State. And these are two really good teams who've been playing good basketball this season. Mississippi State was able to hold serve in their home court. Now it's Ole Miss's turn to see what they can do in Oxford.
Well, this is what happened in the 271st meeting of this rivalry that dates back to 1914 in Starkville. Mississippi did not lead until overtime. They had a chance to win it at the buzzer in regulation, but it was Mississippi State out-rebounding Ole Miss by 22 in that first matchup.
Yeah, the rebounding margin in the previous game was a significant player in what Mississippi State was able to do. That's going to be a big point of emphasis for Ole Miss to make sure they keep the Bulldogs off the old boards.
Josh Hubbard, who leads Mississippi State in scoring, he will have the ball in his hands for most of this game. Claudell Harris Jr. pull-up J, too strong. And you see the emphasis for Ole Miss. They're going to crash the boards.
Yes, you have to. The physicality of this team with Mississippi State, they can come at you with so much force when they're trying to get second attempts. And it's a good strategy. They've been struggling to shoot well.
That was good D there by Melendez to wall up and force that miss as Matthews trying to lead the break. Harris Jr., good pump fake. And there's Hubbard. And Melendez tracking down the offensive rebound.
Good job, R.J. Melendez going out of the area to get that one.
Matthew Morrell gets the swipe, second steal of the game for Ole Miss. Murray, three ball, got it.
And that's what Ole Miss is able to do. They can turn you over and then utilize the turnovers to get points on the other end. Murray knocking down the corner three ball.
Ole Miss 3 of 4 from the outside to start this game on a 12-1 run, and they're using defense to turn to offense.
Well, they come over with this double team and trap from the baseline. Matthew Morrell was able to get the turnover, and Murray's running straight to the corner, spots up and knocks it down.
It's amazing. We talked with Chris Beard. He said, when I put together this team, I have 7 guys who could potentially start. and everyone is just so unselfish. That is the theme of the year for Ole Miss.
Well, that's what you want to have on a high-quality team, is that you want to have depth, but at the same time, you want to have balance. And when you're able to have that, it's very hard to defend, and this is an Ole Miss team that does a great job with that.
Murphy somehow gets that one to go.
Keyshawn Murphy has been playing really good basketball this season. The Birmingham, Alabama native, dropping with a nice low post move.
Coming off of a double-double, 18 points, 13 rebounds in the last game against Florida. Murray thought about it, now puts it on the deck, comes to a stop, and that's a bad one. There's Keyshawn Murphy now to push him away from the post where he's so effective. Still gets inside to his spot.
Beautiful patience right there by Keyshawn Murphy. Hesitated on the dribble in the post move, was able to find just the corner and come up under the basket for the reverse layup.
Jimmy Brakefield, one of those guys so unselfish. Padula, his layup off the mark. And Mississippi State looking to run. What's the key to defending a guy like Hubbard?
Well, you have to know where he is at all times. You have to be in great condition because he moves so well.
You can see he's got that quick release, can get it off whenever he wants. Taking the bump is Barnes, no shot, as he is fouled on the floor.
Good basketball early on, but this is great patience by Keyshawn Murphy. Able to take his time in the low post. It's a little bit of a crease there and go with a reverse layup for two.
Well, those guys have that throwback mid-range game, that little float game from about 10 feet away, 5 feet from the basket. He is so money.
He's been playing really good basketball as of late. With his length, he has the ability to be a mismatch on the court. Versatility to face his man up from the perimeter.
Davis looking for some help. It was Morrell curling off the screen, but couldn't get the handle. Now it's Padula. Don't pull it. Nothing but nylon. 4th 3 of the game so far for Ole Miss.
Sweet stroke by Sean Padula, and a great job to slide over to the bailout spot when Morrell was stuck, finding him in the corner, and he knocks it down.
All right, so Hubbard is on the bench now for Mississippi State. Let's see where the offense comes from for the Bulldogs. There's a push in the back inside in the post, and Mississippi State throws it away. Padula just hit one. This one was blocked. Good recovery by Sean Jones Jr. And you got to watch for Matthew Morrell. Looks like he's limping a bit coming down the court as Murphy lost the handle.
Matthew Morrell is coming up a little lane, but it's Ole Miss on the offensive end. Matthew Morrell with the baseline pass and the drift. Padula, cash money.
With the new Ultimate Hut Bundle, create your ultimate Pizza Hut feast. I got meat lovers and double pepperoni.
Rock, we got double pep.
I get double pep.
Dude, Bundle Bros!
Bundle Bros!
Bundle Bros!
Feel yours starting at $24.99. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Liberty.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Liberty.
Hey, kid. It's pronounced Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Bibberty.
Liberty.
Now she's mocking me. Very mature.
Hey, that's enough, you two.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
She's two.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Liberty.
You never want to lose your edge. And the Lexus RX completely understands that.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, try one you have all to yourself.
Good-looking seal. A blast of tropical lime.
For a limited time at Domino's, get the Dream Pizza Deal. Any pizza you want for just $9.99 online. Because any pizza with any crust and any toppings means you can order the pizza you've been dreaming of. All for the dream price of $9.99. The Dream Pizza Deal at Domino's.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Rip.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of Hotty Toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
Sunday is a Sonic blockbuster on ABC, featuring two teams that know what it takes to raise banners.
Is Paige Bucket here's my race? Oh my God!
UConn, South Carolina, Sunday at 1 on ABC.
It's the Rebels with a 7-point lead here in the first half. Moments ago, star for Ole Miss, Matthew Morrell. Take a look what happened to him. Number 11 in white in the post.
Rolled up a little bit. It's him and Michael Nwoko battling for position. Goes up a little hobble.
Now, he did go off into the locker room, but he is back on the Ole Miss bench. As we take a look at the balanced scoring by Ole Miss, this is exactly what Chris Beard wanted when he put this team together.
Well, he refers to his team that he has 7 starters. And that's a luxury to have on a team, that you can go that deep. And more so, it's the character in which your players understand to be selfless. They understand it's not always going to be about you, but you have to move the ball around and make it about the team.
Second turnover for Ole Miss.
When you're with Amex Platinum, you can get a room upgrade when available at fine hotels and resorts. So your view goes from wow to whoa. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, but Spark.
Elquan Warren, the freshman, will give it up to Claudell Harris Jr. Now Murphy in the post. Skip pass. Jones Jr. And a good box out by Padula. When there's so many guys who can score, how do you defend this Ole Miss team?
Well, you have to make sure that you're communicating well. And you have to always make sure you're down in the stance and in position. Because when the ball is moving, it moves faster than the man. So you have to be prepared to anticipate where the ball is going.
Murphy left open. And a silly foul committed by the freshman, Warren.
Been some good defense, but some good offense as well as Mississippi State gets into their screen roll action, and Michael Nwoko carving out some real estate right up under the goal and finishing with a thunderous slam.
So the leading scorer for Mississippi State, Josh Hubbard, back on the floor. As we take a look at Sean Jones Jr., the junior from Houston, Texas, getting looked at. Morrell, the 8th all-time leading scorer in Ole Miss history. What a career he has had here. Breakfield, jumper, and it's pulled down by Kugel.
You know, that's tough action to guard. You mentioned how do you guard a team that's so balanced, and you see another turnover there by Ole Miss and a beautiful outlet.
Morrell runs it down and lays it in with the left.
What a pass there by Jamin Breakfield. Led him perfectly and allowed Morrell to get out in stride, and he finished with a crafty layup with the left hand.
Murphy with his back to the basket, turns, faces. He is so dangerous inside.
That's great recognition by Keyshawn Murphy. Ole Miss is doing a really good job defensively, tried to force him to the baseline. He took one bounce and shot that soft shot before the defense was able to rotate over into him.
5-point lead for Ole Miss as we approach 9 minutes to play in this first half.
And keep your eye on the off-ball action for Ole Miss. This is where they get you. They're able to have a lot of action away from the basketball with screens, which keeps the defense involved.
Murray calling for it. Extra pass to the corner. Brakefield now puts it on the deck. Gets the bucket plus the foul.
There's a steal earlier by Jamin Brakefield. Put that outlet pass on the money, and Matthew Morrell with a saucy layup. But playing on the closeout, Jamin Brakefield once again, the beautiful recognition, draws the foul and one opportunity.
You know, in college basketball, we've talked about this NIL era. So many people talking about young men just trying to get theirs. But you got to highlight and celebrate a guy like Jamin Brakefield. So unselfish, going to his coaching staff, telling them, I don't care if I come off the bench. I want to do what's best for this team so we can win.
Well, he shows his leadership. And in year 2 under Chris Beard, this is a team that knocked on the door being in the NCAA tournament last season. And this year they have found a renewed energy, playing really good basketball in SEC play, and have themselves solidly in the NCAA tournament. But it takes that type of leadership, as you've been able to see by Jamin Brakefield.
So foul called on Padula. That was his first personal. Third team on Ole Miss.
He used that shoulder and then faded back on one foot. That's a tough, high-level shot.
And a reach-in foul. And they're going to get that one on Keyshawn Murphy, his first. All right, coming up next on ESPN, our featured college basketball matchups continued with number 15 Kentucky squaring off against Texas. That one goes down in Austin. And we cap the night with number 17 Kansas and Utah in our West Coast primetime game, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Two really good matchups there. Kentucky take a whole way in that squad. Mark Pope has them playing good basketball, but a tough opponent. Texas looking to see if they can get things going.
That's a tough foul because 2 quick ones now on Keyshawn Murphy. And Iwoko pops up off the bench as Murphy will have to take a seat. Well, Chris Jan's not like that one. Here's Padula. And a foul is going to be called on the rebound. And we now have a bench warning called against Chris Jans and Mississippi State. We said this one was going to be interesting because the in-state rivalry, they've been playing since 1914, and Mississippi State is going for the series sweep here tonight.
Listen, this is a big rivalry in this state. As we touched on, there's no professional teams in the state of Mississippi. I'm sure when you grow up, you have to make a decision. Are you going to be for Mississippi State or for Ole Miss? And obviously, the first leg of this game, Mississippi State has handled their business, and Ole Miss is trying to get it done here. It's going to be a tough matchup against 2 physical, tough teams.
Well, Chris Jans told his guys, he said, more pressure is on Ole Miss because they have to protect their home court. Nwoko with an offensive rebound, lowers his shoulder, and the soft touch, it rolls in.
Able to drop. You see the extension of Michael Nwoko getting up over the top with that beautiful jump hook. He gets deep position. He's a load to handle.
Now, this is what happened in the first matchup. Mississippi State manhandling Ole Miss on the boards.
You have to play to your strengths. And we touched that Mississippi State has struggled to find their consistency from outside.
And Hubbard knocks that one off Ole Miss, a turnover as the Bulldogs try to come back in this one, only down by 3 here in Oxford.
Staying with the Disney Resorts collection means more magical moments for them and you. With extra time at any of the 4 theme parks and easy ways to get there. Now save up to 30% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels when you stay 5 nights or more. The Disney Resorts collection, the most magical place to stay at the most magical place on earth.
Beef that's slow roasted. Fish that is slow too. Slower than the boat anyway. Arby's, we have the meat.
Guys, still working, eh? Take tomorrow off. Keys.
Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day. And giving your best friend the best nutrients for their best life. Science did that.
Pickleball Slam 3 is here. Former teammates turned bitter rivals.
I'm coming to take my trophy back.
I'll be facing one of the greats of the game, and also Andy Roddick.
Pickleball Slam 3, live only on ESPN.
There wouldn't be an hour in the day that I didn't think about hair thinning. I chose Nutrafol because it was 100% drug-free and clinically tested. I experienced thickness, volume. Nutrafol is life-changing for me.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com/men.
Guys, stop dressing like this. Dress like this. This is the perfect polo for any occasion, and the comfort and stretch are unmatched. The signature firm semi-spread collar adds a touch of sophistication and class, but still gives you that everyday comfort with the relaxed fit. Easily elevate the look by throwing on one of Collars & Co.'s sweaters, and because of the design of the polo, it'll look as if you're wearing a dress shirt underneath. Head over to Collars & Co. now to elevate your style and comfort. Use code TV for 20% off site-wide at collarsandco.com.
Honey, you were so right. I listed this in less than a minute.
I told you listing on Poshmark was quick and easy.
Oh, I sold my black tote and my slip dress. Let's go get mani-pedis.
Ooh, thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Poshmark.
Want extra cash? It's easy with the Poshmark app. Download to start selling today.
Welcome back here to the Pavilion in Oxford, Mississippi, alongside Richard Hendricks. John Stripp and Ole Miss with a 3-point lead. Before we went to break, it was Mississippi State ball coming back out of the timeout. Take a look at bracketology. According to Joe Lenardi, here in the SEC, these are the teams he has right now currently getting into the big dance.
Man, SEC loaded, and this is the best conference in the country right now, playing really good basketball. There's 14 teams in the NCAA tournament field as of now, and a lot of basketball to go left in the season.
Good crossover. Matthews had that one rejected. Ole Miss with numbers now. A 4-on-3 break field, and they can't convert. Melendez, he's in attack mode off the window, and the lead for Ole Miss cut down to 1.
R.J. Melendez was able to muscle that one home, and a foul called on Melendez. A savvy move by Brakefield to sell it.
So the first personal on Melendez, more importantly, the 7th team on Mississippi State. And that'll send Ole Miss to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1.
You talk about a veteran play right there by Jamin Brakefield. The experience on this team comes down, tries to set up, get deep position. Melendez wraps him up. Was able to sell that foul and go to the free throw line. Those are the type plays that you have to make when you get experience. You feel the hands on you, and you make the move. Now you're on the free throw line, slowing down the pace and giving your team an opportunity to add to this lead.
Coach Jans, he has been working the officials hard to start this game. I know most people don't like the stripes, but you got to feel for them at some point, especially in a high-intensity matchup like tonight.
Yeah, he's a competitor.
So this is the play Coach Jan's not happy about.
No, not now. Yeah, dude, that doesn't look good. I know what to do. What's that?
I'm going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Oh, nice save.
Saving the day is easy. With CashNet USA.
When you need money fast, be the hero. Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need now.
The
because Zaxby's Chicken Philly is back. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Turnovers. But fortunately for Mississippi State, it wasn't a live ball turnover leading out to an easy conversion.
Eduardo Klafke, the freshman for Ole Miss, off the bench. Here he is, his first touch. He gives them a spark. As Davis, his three, missing everything. Ole Miss was 4 of 7 to start this game from 3, now shooting 50%. Hubbard has the switch working against Dia now.
See the ability of Malik Dia, able to move his feet against the shifty Hubbard. If I'm Ole Miss, I want to switch back to allow to have the proper position.
That's his second bucket.
Nice bucket there by Riley Kugel. When Ole Miss is going with their switching defenses, it's important for both teams. You're trying to find the mismatch that you have that you can exploit.
They left Padula. And a foul on the inside. That's going to be on Ole Miss.
Here's Riley Kugel sizing his man up. That beautiful crossover move, getting to the mid-range J. Sweet finish by Kugel.
These guys really been an X factor for this team because Josh Hubbard gets so much attention. But Riley Kugel being more comfortable with the ball in his hands. He's played more point guard this year than any point in his career.
Well, Kugel is a player who can really get it going. He had a really good time. Is at Florida, known as a prolific scorer in this league. A little bit different role here with Mississippi State.
Melendez, side and backboard. Whoa.
Looking to some patient offense here by the Rebels. The mismatch situation.
Backside, going reverse. Trey Davis finishes.
But that's great recognition right there by Ole Miss. Jamin Brakefield has the mismatch down low. Double team comes over. Trey Davis recognizes. He's wide open.
Another turnover against Mississippi State. And Dia felt the contact and wisely goes up to get the foul.
It's good recognition. The double team comes over as Hubbard is guarding Brakefield. 2 men on him. Trey Davis backdoor cuts and gets freed up. Outstanding find by Ole Miss.
That last foul called against Michael Nwoko. That'll be his second personal foul.
Teams are doing a good job of understanding when the double teams are coming and make the proper decision.
We got ABC Women's College Basketball doubleheader for you on Sunday afternoon. Paige Beckers and number 7 UConn squaring off against number 2 South Carolina. And a Sonic blockbuster at 1 Eastern then. Number 3 Texas hosting number 5 LSU in Austin. All starts with College Game Day Crew at 11 a.m. Eastern on ESPN from Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. One of the best atmospheres in all of women's college basketball.
Should be a great day of women's hoops. The women's side, the LSU-Texas matchup. Vic Schaefer has his team playing high-level basketball. Madison Booker, tough to stop. The size on the interior. That Longhorn squad, really tough in the SEC.
Matthews Field makes them both. He now has 8 points to lead the way for Ole Miss. Hubbard just that 1-3 to start this game. That is his only bucket. They'll try to get him on the handoff. And now a reach and foul that is called against Ole Miss. They're going to give that one to the freshman, Eduardo Klafke.
Well, this is where you're Mississippi State. You have to understand the foul situation. 6 fouls. The next one you're going to be in the bonus shooting 1 and 1. You want to be a little bit more aggressive instead of settling for the 3-point shot to try to see if you can get something aggressive going to the basket.
They put it in the hands of Matthews. Trying to turn and face. He is cut off. Shot clock's at 6. Harris Jr. kept both feet down, gets all the way to the rim. What a finish. Claudell Harris Jr.
He plays with so much balance. That beautiful pump fake pass has been open all night long for Mississippi State. Ole Miss is coming over, loading up the court in post-up situations. You have to look for the skip. Find Harris, knocks it down.
Klafke lost his balance, a turnover. Mississippi State a chance to retake the lead. Oh, they missed Harris Jr. cutting there. And both players go down, look like a wet spot on the floor. Harris Jr., and he is going to be bailed out with a whistle. What a game we got brewing here in Oxford. Ole Miss with a 1-point lead. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
The Thompsons' new front door looks sharp, right?
Did we need to wave her down to tell her that?
No.
No. For a young homeowner turning into their parents, the neighborhood is their life.
I wonder who's visiting the Burks. That's not their car. Hey guys, who's winning? Now, most of the neighborhood uses Progressive for their cars and house.
She didn't ask.
Oh.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Here he comes, like clockwork.
Keep it posted with Quilted Northern.
Fair.
Told you he'd know the best spot.
Adventure bigger in the all-new Nissan Armada.
On average, we spend 93% of our lives indoors. So chances are, if you spend just one morning like this, they'll never forget it. Life happens out there.
Same conversation. It's, man, this league is tough. There's never a night off. You know that when you get past the win, you have to go ahead and regroup and know that it's another one coming the next outing. It's life in the SEC.
We're seeing a historical season. This could be one of the best conferences we have ever seen in college basketball.
I think so. And it's been really good basketball from top to bottom. But, you know, at the same time, with the strength of this league, it's been since 2012 since the SEC has crowned an NCAA.
With Crypto.com Sports, you can make your predictions about the big game. Trade on the outcome using dollars or crypto. And if your prediction is correct, you profit. Check it out now at Crypto.com or in the app.
What nourishes you more? Is it the strength you build or the strength you share? Beef is packed with protein, a key nutrient that helps build and repair muscle. So grab a bite and do some real bodybuilding. Together, we bring more. Strengthen your day at beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
Ole Miss is keeping a defender in the paint, playing on the baseline. You got to move the ball quickly, get it to the weak side, knock down the corner three ball.
If you're Ole Miss, how do you end this 8-0 run by the Bulldogs?
Well, you're going to have to make sure that defensively, you're not giving up the easy looks. You might have to make sure that you reset your defense and not allow the post-up action to dictate you coming over and helping prematurely. Guard your man one-on-one and make it difficult for Mississippi State to pinpoint passes and get clean looks.
Harris Jr. working hard to get that ball. He's working against Murray. Shot clock's at 6. 2 in his face. Jones Jr., someone's got to get it up. Kugel gets it off, and it rims out.
Fortunate to get that one up. Kugel actually got a really good look.
And that reach-in foul on Harris Jr. is called. I will say the refs have been very consistent. You reach out your hands on a driving defender, they are going to call the whistle here tonight.
Yeah. You know, it's a
All right, it is now a
Out of it in this league. You have opportunity every single game, and you have to approach it just as that. Even if you have a below 500 record in SEC play, you have to continue to view it as opportunities. As Padula is called for a foul.
Well, the crowd didn't like that because he went to the deck, and the foul called on Padula. That's his second.
Says, forget the swing offense. I'm done with it. We're going ball screen, continuity, spacing the floor. They got trio of perimeter players, and John Tonje has been absolutely terrific.
He no doubt was. Klesmit, look at that feed to Tonje for the finish, and Wisconsin wins in West Lafayette against a team that might win the Big Ten. We're back with more after this.
I'm obsessed with Gain Super Flings, and I just had to find out what makes them smell so amazing. Turns out, it's thanks to award-winning perfumers and laundry scientists. They supersized the fling and filled it with concentrated detergent, then added 3 times the Febreze freshness and 4 times the Oxy cleaning power, which explains why I'm not the only one loving them.
They have absolutely upped my laundry game. It smells so good.
Yeah, you're really gonna smell this.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
Get in on buy 1 footlong, get 1 free right now in the Subway app. That's right, buy 1 footlong sub, get another free. Deals this good usually come with a 2-year contract. Grab the deal online or in-app with code FLBOGO, only for a limited time.
Tempur-Pedic designed the Ergo Pro Smart Base to help you fall asleep more easily. It's the only smart base that features our exclusive Soundscape mode that synchronizes a gentle massage with relaxing sounds to help you drift peacefully off to sleep. During our President's Day sale, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets. Shop now at Tempurpedic.com.
Hey, my treat today. Thank you. But I don't think they take that here.
Of course they take Discover. It's accepted at 99% of places.
99%? I didn't know that.
You're stuck in the past. Unlike me.
You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide. Earn cash back at all of them.
Got an itchy throat from allergies? Claritin Liquid provides powerful all-day allergy relief in an instantly soothing liquid. For relief of even your most irritating symptoms, like an itchy throat. Claritin Liquid. Live Claritin Clear.
The USA-Canada rivalry is the best. There's nothing like it.
2 hockey-proud countries that want to win, want to be at their best, and have a lot of pride.
We always want to beat them, and they always want to beat us. These are the rivalries that don't really need to get built up. This is something that's going to be forever.
Hopefully as good in Sweden and Finland earlier today. That's one of the best shooters in America, the transfer from Dayton.
This should be a great game. Kobe Bryant, when he shoots the ball, it's like standing on the pier shooting into the ocean. That's how good of a shooter he is, and when he looks at the rim.
Those two in the SEC, 8 Eastern ESPN. These two in the SEC earlier today. Could Vandy actually pull off the sweep of the balls? Now, they played well early on. Vandy certainly did, but Tennessee was tough late.
Yeah, look, the bottom line is Vandy started the game, started the first half, was in control of the game, but credit to Rick Barnes and staff. The second half, they really changed, they made some adjustments, and they grinded their...
This Valentine's Day, say it with art that lasts forever. Get up to 33% off all metal posters from Display, including the new 3D enhanced Textra designs. The perfect gift? Right here, waiting to hug their walls. Shop up to 33% off now at Display.com.
Real wings have bones, and these boneless wings are actually premium chicken tender bites tossed in one of Whataburger's famous sauces. I know what a real wing is. That's not
What a wing! Whataburger, what a wing! Just how you want it. 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 What a wing! Just how you want it.
Arkansas still in there.
They're still in there, and then because of the SEC, they've got great opportunities in front of them. They can get in.
No doubt. On the way, second half. Mississippi State won the first game in Starkville in overtime. More like this, and it could be a season sweep. The second half from Lafayette County is next.
Come on, Charlie. Use your new door. Let's go. I said go. Silly dog. I'm gonna trade you for a cat.
Red Bull gives you wings. One sandwich that says, "This guy appreciates wild-caught Alaskan fish." And a second that says, "This guy would like another sandwich." 2 for $6.99. Arby's, we have the meat.
George and Junior need to replace their brakes, and an AutoZoner helps them find a deal on the right parts. Get incredible savings at AutoZone's A to Z savings event, now through March 10th.
In the zone, AutoZone.
We quilt this city with a coffee. We'll quilt this city. We quilt this city with a coffee.
Keep it quilted with Quilted Northern.
To really embrace life, you just have to learn to let go.
Let go.
That's right, let go.
Let go.
I did let go. Did you let go?
How could anyone possibly know that every single one of these pistachios is guaranteed to be wonderful? By reading right here. Wonderful pistachios are the pistachios that are wonderful with the word wonderful on them.
What happens when you believe? When you believe that you can make a difference, that you can do more, be more, create, explore, that you can find yourself, find your place, change a life, change the world. That's the power of belief. That's the power of Mississippi State University.
Here's a little tune about Texas. I've traveled from sea to shining sea, and there's no place I'd rather be than the Lone Star State, Texas, tried and true. It's the biggest of the lower 48, and there's lots of love in this big old state. Now I'll list a couple of them for you. We got the prettiest sunset you ever saw. Our flag is awesome and easy to draw, and the people are as friendly as can be. Yeah, we got two-stepping boots and jeans, Tex-Mex barbecue, chili, no beans, and we got ourselves a store called H-E-B. Since they opened up in 1905, they've been a part of Texans' lives, and they want to show their gratitude is sincere. So when you check out, scan your app, get ready to scream, shout, and clap, because you could win free groceries for the whole dang year. But they ain't just giving one away, they'll pick new winners for 120 days to say thank you, Texas, for 120 great years. We love you, Texas.
Welcome back to the SEC on ESPN. We are in beautiful Oxford, Mississippi for the in-state rivalry. It is Mississippi State, 22 in the country, with a 40-33 lead right now at the half. Alongside my guy, Richard Hendricks, I'm John Trippen. Welcome back here courtside. All right, it was Ole Miss leading for most of that first half, and then Claudell Harris Jr. took over 10 points, giving Mississippi State this halftime lead.
Well, Harris Jr. was huge coming off the bench in the first half. He was able to get himself going with some beautiful pump fakes and finding his way all the way to the basket. The sweet stroke, he was fouled in the corner with a great recognition from the Bulldogs. Coming down in transition, always locked and loaded. It's been Claudell Harris Jr. in the first half.
All right, let's take a look at that game summary. It was Mississippi State ending that first half on a 13-4 run. Bench scoring, Mississippi State leading that by 8. And we talked about Mr. Claudell Harris Jr. 10 points, a game high. With Josh Hubbard only that 1-3 to start the game, 3 points for the leading scorer for the Bulldogs.
You see the versatility of both of these teams, able to spread it around. As you mentioned, Hubbard got the first basket for Mississippi State.
Matthews, a lot of contact, no whistle. Here comes Ole Miss. If you're the Rebels, what was the halftime talk to get back into this game down 7?
if you're the Rebels, it's obviously to continue to play your game, and it's going to have to be able to pick up the defensive intensity to create defense in the offense. Now, I do think they were over-helping on the post-up situations. You might want to consider seeing if one player can guard a man one-on-one on the low post and not forcing your team to play in rotations. Mississippi State has done a really good job of recognizing when the double team is coming and moving the ball quickly and finding the open shot on the other side of the court.
Padula trying to split the D. And knocked out of bounds. Stay with the Rebels. 9 seconds on the shot clock. And I'm talking to Chris Beard about Sean Padula. He said, we want him to be a point guard and help him develop this team and get us in our stuff, but then you don't want to take away his aggressiveness and what makes him so special.
Yeah, and that's a tough situation to do. You have to have ability to be able to run the show, but his point production is huge for this team.
There he is, catch and shoot. Hubbard trying to create some space. There's that fall-away jump bar, and there's his second bucket of the game.
And I like that from Josh Hubbard. Oftentimes he settles for the deep tray balls, but there he was able to come down in transition, use that screen roll action, and get into the paint.
But I like that. Jalen Murray going right back at him.
Two guards who have similar size and able to utilize it, getting into the paint area with the soft floater. Those are high percentage shots for these guards.
Murray leads the Rebels now with 11 points. There's Murphy, tried to jam it, and he hung on the rim, so that's basket interference.
And that's a frustration player for Keyshawn Murphy, as he made an outstanding move on the recognition, the rotation coming over late. He goes up, misses the easy dunk, hangs on the rim and try to finish.
See if Padula's going to try to get going, makes the adjustment, can't finish. Dia there to follow, and he will be fouled. So the foul called on Matthews, it'll be his second. So Mississippi State bench felt like that was on a rebound, but the officials are going to say Dia was shooting, so he gets to the line.
I do agree with this officiating crew. Dia doing a good job of carving out space there.
Ooh, got away with that push in the back.
Yeah.
A 5-point game early on in the second half as the crowd trying to get in and here at the pavilion.
Ole Miss showing a little bit extended pressure. If Mississippi State goes back into the low post, I want to see what type of adjustment Ole Miss is going to make. They've been heavily loaded up on the near side, trying to double team and force them to the baseline.
Good pass by Hubbard, and the and one for Keyshawn Murphy.
A great dive. Josh Hubbard putting that one on the money. And Keyshawn Murphy making up for the last play. They go double screen pick and roll. Puts the confusion on Ole Miss. Josh Hubbard dimes it right there on the bounce to Keyshawn Murphy. He gets the and one opportunity and makes up for the missed dunk on the previous possession.
We are seeing Josh Hubbard, develop his game. Hasn't taken many bad shots, getting his teammates involved here tonight.
Well, this is a dynamic scorer, and that's what he's known for from a long period of time, from his high school career. But as he continues to grow in his game, as Padula cans a three-pointer right there, as Hubbard continues to grow in his game, he has to understand where to pick his spots to be aggressive and where to facilitate for others.
A holding foul is called on Ole Miss. That'll be against Padula, his third personal. So now Padula will have to get a breather as he was starting to get it going offensively.
Padula will have to take a blow and get back this. He'll be very important down the stretch of these games.
Hubbard, that's a deep two. And Murphy on the offensive glass. He'll be fouled on the rebound with 3 white jerseys around him.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're Mississippi State. Pounding the offensive glass, crashing from the exterior. And look at Keyshawn Murphy. He sets that pick and pop, but he stays after it, relentless. Comes from the three-point line with his activity in the offensive rebound. Baseline out of bounds opportunity for the Bulldogs.
Nobody found him with a body on that box out.
You have to make sure you find your man and put a body on him and route him out of position and secure the rebounds if you're Ole Miss. You have to even exaggerate your block outs because of the aggression of the Bulldogs.
There's Hubbard, and he nails the three, his second of the night.
There it is once again. Mississippi State, great recognition on the post-up. You put a zone man in the middle of the paint for Ole Miss, trying not to give up the easy lay, but the skip pass has been there all night long.
And the follow slam by Drake Davis.
Great finish by Davis.
Look how quickly Mississippi State's coming back. Murphy had it blocked. Melendez stays with it, and he puts it in.
The activity of R.J. Melendez and Keyshawn Murphy has been spectacular in this game. You have two bigs who can go end to end.
My wife has been nothing but a champion in my corner. So when I found out I had ED, I couldn't get treatment fast enough. Roman gave me peace of mind. Everything is done from the convenience of my house. With Roman, on any given Sunday, anything can happen.
To 1914, the 272nd all-time meeting. The 12th oldest rivalry in college basketball.
Great rivalry here in the Magnolia State. Two proud fan bases that support their teams to the end. They got two really good ball clubs here today.
So John Bull does not get much playing time. The 7'2" freshman from South Sudan will check in.
Chris Beard's going deep into his bench. And you know, you talked a little bit about these coaches, and you have a little bit of contrast in style. You'll see with Chris Jans, he will be active. His bench will be coaching, up, demonstrating, and communicating constantly throughout the game. Chris Beard, a little bit different approach. He likes to let his team figure some things out. Well coached in practice. They'll go through a lot of things in shoot around to make sure that they've been through those moments. And he puts them in a situation to handle these moments in the game.
Well, he knows he needs rebounds, so he puts in the 7'2" center Bull. Let's see if they give him a touchdown in low. And that is going to be off Ole Miss. Turnover.
Dula back into the game. Chris Beard trusting to utilize him even with the foul situation to try to get some point production and playmaking production from the perimeter.
So Melendez will take a seat for Mississippi State as Claudell Harris Jr. comes back in with his 10 points in that first half.
Here's the chess match. If you're Ole Mississippi State, you have a Bull checking into the game. A defender with length.
Matthews tries to take it on him. And an offensive rebound. Hubbard open, rimmed out, punched out of bounds, and that'll be off the Bulldogs. Woo! Time to take a little breather here in Oxford as we step aside. This is a battle.
Welcome to this year's championship game. This is the big one.
With Amex Gold, you can score 4 times points on restaurants around the world. So you can raise the bar on game night. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Eat Lux your way with the new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. The $5 classic box is iconic all over. The $7 Supreme box has your decadent favorites and then some. The $9 Discovery box introduces you to your newest obsession, like cheesy dipping burritos. Introducing the new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes, only at Taco Bell.
Louis! Cut! More mud! Action! Louis! Louis! Cut! Mud on her face! Louis!
Okay, everybody, that's lunch.
Mud mask?
No. No. No.
Compare hotels in the Hotels.com app.
Hey guys, there's a change in the air.
2 changes.
2 changes.
The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
Guys, still working, eh? Take tomorrow off. Keys.
I gotta get Marcus some new cleats.
I bet you could buy the whole team new cleats with all that money you saved.
Nancy Dawson is passive-progressive.
You know, Nancy, that's actually really...
Nancy doesn't have progressive, so she takes it out on those who do.
You should get Luca private coaching with that. Maybe he'll score a goal. I figured you'd want the whole roll since you've saved hundreds with Progressive.
How many tickets?
2, please.
Don't be passive-progressive.
2 for Becky?
Drivers who switch could save hundreds.
Commemorate Black History.
And I don't.
If you've been thinking about getting into print on demand but don't know where to start, I've got just the thing for you. Kittle is your one-stop shop for all things print on demand, with an endless library of...
You see.
Baseline move and a nice job by Dre Davis finding space. He's got 6 points for Ole Miss. Corner 3. Matthews rebound. That is just too tough for Mississippi State.
Physical from the attack. The solid screen that allowed the shot from the corner, but staying after it, relentless on the old boards.
And Brakefield is hammered by Jones Jr. That'll be his second personal.
This is a weight room situation. A good screen right there by Cam Matthews, but he stays after it. And the physical, vertical leap to get up top with a strong putback above the rim.
Inside, had it stripped up top by Jones Jr. Now he's going to lead the break. Going 1-on-3, and he draws the foul. What a sequence by Jones Jr.
Where you're starting to see the ability of Mississippi State. The athleticism allows them to switch defensively, and Sean Jones Jr. is an elite defender coming over from the weak side with the rejection. And when he's able to do that, going up with the verticality, he has the ability to take it end to end, turn defense into offense, and here he is at the free throw line shooting 2.
You know, we're seeing a similar situation to what unfolded in the first time these two teams met in Starkville. Mississippi State with the rebounding advantage, plus 10 right now on the boards.
The first meeting was a game you can't count out Ole Miss. You know they're going to have a couple of punches left in this game. Here they are. It's a little bit different situation. You're playing at your home court. The crowd is not in it. Mississippi State is playing with house money in this game. But it's a situation that you have to know that Ole Miss is going to have a response.
Down 9. Let's see what the Rebels have here this possession. A lot of dribbling, but Ole Miss not able to make anything happen, and it's Jones Jr. taking it away. Harris Jr. and a rebound, another putback. This one, Keyshawn Murphy.
Jones Jr., his length and activity, so disruptive.
And the Mississippi State fans in attendance, they are on their feet because the Bulldogs out and running and out rebounding here in Oxford.
Here you leave today and enter
A world of galaxies.
A world of speed.
A world of other worlds.
for whatever you love. Infinite worlds await.
Did you know that Gain Super Flings were created by award-winning perfumers and scientists? They supersized the fling and filled it with concentrated detergent. Then added 3 times the Febreze freshness and 4 times the Oxy cleaning power. No wonder I'm obsessed. Try Gain Super Flings.
Get in on buy 1 foot-long, get 1 free right now in the Subway app. That's right, buy 1 foot-long sub, get another free. Deals this good usually come with a 2-year contract. Grab the deal online or in-app with code FLBOGO, only for a limited time.
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work?
Bro, you get a month for free.
It's free. You can get 1 month. 1 month for free. So you got nothing to lose and you got everything to gain.
Try it, and you're gonna like it.
First month is free. Get involved, pop a chewable, and you tell yourself if they work or not.
Break free with the new Opera GX, the browser that puts you in control with a brand new design that frees up even more pixels for personalization and an inventory of features to up your game at every level. Like GX Control to help rein in your resources with integrated limiters for RAM, CPU, and network. A sidebar for direct access to your favorite side quests, streams, and posts. And built-in privacy tools like ad and tracker blockers and free no-log VPN. Check into GX Corner for the latest news, deals, and free games. But what really makes our hit different is mods. Giving you the power to change everything from animated wallpapers to themes, sounds, music, and shaders. So you can change everything. Get Opera GX.
Playoffs, overtime, and you get to watch it all on ESPN, baby. Keep up. It's golf.
Coming up next on ESPN in just about half an hour, our featured college basketball matchups continue with number 15 Kentucky squaring off against Texas in Austin. And then we cap the night out west. Number 17 Kansas and Utah on our West Coast primetime game at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. It is Mississippi State right now on an 8-2 run over the last 2.5 minutes from the floor, as the Bulldogs have opened up largest lead of the game, up 11. Let's see what kind of response the Ole Miss Rebels have.
Do a good job of executing on the offensive end as Mississippi State has taken their defensive intensity up a notch. Now showing a little bit of zone.
Morrell left open, can't get the three, and Ole Miss one and done. Here's Hubbard in transition, pull-up jumper, and a good team rebound from the Rebels.
Thought Hubbard could have got something going to the rim, utilizing his shot fake. He could have had an angle to get a little bit closer. He's been successful getting in the paint.
Dia is just screaming for the ball as he now goes back and switches sides. Trying to post up. Instead, it's Barnes. And a foul called on the drive. Malik Dia was visibly frustrated at possession.
But that's a situation where the game has changed. You know, the rule used to be, if you have a man on your back and you can see his numbers, you throw the ball into the post. Now the game has changed more so that if you have the mismatch is an advantage on the guard on the perimeter, and you want the big to get out of the way.
Here's Padula. They give him the ISO one-on-one. He's going to pull up three. Punched out by Dia, but that's out of bounds.
And there's an example. You have to switch into mismatch. Padula on the outside, even though you have Cam Matthews on you, not really a mismatch against anyone, but electing to shoot the outside shot. Ole Miss is going to have to figure out a way to manufacture some high percentage shots, and I would utilize Dia down low when he does get the switch.
There's Hubbard. He listened to you. Now he drives, trying to make the adjustment, and a board goes to Barnes. Barnes challenging Murphy. What a finish.
That's a strong finish right there by David Barnes.
Quickly the other way, and Claudel Harris got clubbed in the head. No call. Shot clock's at 9 for the Bulldogs, and there is a foul. As it's starting to get a little physical here in the second half.
Yeah, and it's been physical. And that's what you expect in a game of this magnitude. Two top 25 teams, in-state rivalry. Mississippi State on the road trying to get the season sweep. And an Ole Miss team trying to put up a little resistance here in the second half.
Like Harris Jr. still feeling the effects of that one, that shot he took.
Side out of bounds opportunity. The way this is aligned, keep your eyes on number 12, Black, Josh Hubbard, as he might come off of two staggered screens.
"20 seconds on the shot clock for Mississippi State as they look to inbound. It's at 4 for Kugel. Dancing step back three. And that is not the offensive possession you want.
Some recognition by Riley Kugel, as I understand, you got to have that internal clock on you, that the clock is running down. Had plenty of time to try to get something a little closer. Elected to shoot the step back corner three.
And there's the steal. Kugel ahead of the pack, and he lays it in.
There's a defensive activity once again by Mississippi State, which leads to the easy points going the other way.
Dia inside, in close. Murphy had the block there. Now Melendez with the Ole defense getting by everybody. And Ole Miss calling a timeout as the Bulldogs trying to run away with it.
Big end-to-end baskets here by Mississippi State. Hands in the passing lane, coming up with the turnover and the easy layup by Riley Kugel. And it's R.J. Melendez with the end-to-end crafty layup in traffic. Bulldogs up big.
Mirror Joy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body, putting you in a supernaturally good mood. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
This tax season, do more than just catch up. Spring forward with a free 5G phone with select Straight Talk plans. So you can spring for those new sneakers they need. The unlimited streaming he needs. And with Straight Talk, spring for something you never knew you needed. Spring forward with real unlimited data and get a free 5G phone with select plans on America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
Now here's a little Wendy's menu hack for you. If you want a super fresh, high-quality burger every time, just tell them you want a hamburger. And then they'll give you one right off the grill. Made for you, not waiting on you. No code words required. Every single hamburger, every single time. Okay, so that's not really a menu hack. When it's made fresh every time, gotta be Wendy's.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust. 4 clean, even Mom approves of.
Better reach.
Making hard to reach?
So easy.
Swiffer. Wow. The mother of all cleans. Love it or your money back. And Doug.
You'll be back! Emus can't help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. You're just a flightless bird!
No. He's a dreamer, Frank.
And Doug.
Well, I'll be. That bird really did it. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Good-looking seal. A blast of tropical lime.
Well, we came on the air talking about the balanced scoring of the Ole Miss Rebels, but how about Mississippi State sharing the scoring load tonight?
It's been a beautiful point distribution for Mississippi State, and that's why they've been so difficult to guard. They've made great recognition against the defense against Ole Miss, finding the open shooter, and when they're able to do that, they're capitalizing.
Leading scorer Josh Hubbard with 8 points, and everybody else chipping in right now. Feels like a critical point in this ball game if you're Ole Miss down by 13 right now.
And a good job here by Mississippi State to elect to get into a little bit of token full court pressure to disrupt the timing. But the execution has to be much better by Ole Miss, and this is the point you got to start your surge.
Brakefield. The 2 defenders on him, and there's going to be a jump ball as Murphy got his hand on it. Possession arrow goes to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, really good defenses. Maybe Brakefield might have gotten away with steps before he was able to get Mississippi State defense to converge on him for the tie-up.
Shot clock already down to 9. There's Melendez, spot up 3, off the mark. Ole Miss with the stop. Brakefield working hard inside to get position. And Murphy comes down hard to commit the foul.
Yeah, and he done his work. He pushed Jamin Brakefield off the block. Brakefield was trying to get deep post-up position. Keyshawn Murphy swiping down with the foul.
The Zaxby's Chicken Philly is back. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Legal pros keep things in check for clients, managing mountains of documents and tedious work. That's what ShareFile is for, keeping your work flowing with more than just file sharing. It's designed to automate everyday tasks, make onboarding smoother, deliver customizable tools while keeping client data secure. ShareFile, document sharing, e-signing, and workflows built for legal pros.
And the officials are going to send both teams to their benches to go to the monitor to see what happened after that whistle that sent Melendez to the deck.
It's a defense once again by Mississippi State getting off the running. Unselfish play, foul call.
Oh,
yeah. A little extracurricular there.
That was Brakefield just coming down all up in him.
Previous plays under review after the common foul.
I think this one can be potentially upgraded right here, as it wasn't a play on the ball on Jamin Brakefield. A little uncanny situation. You're able to see Mississippi State getting out in transition. Brakefield trailing the break, number 4 in white. Jumps up and looks as if he was going to make a play on the ball. Oh, ball way out of the way.
Like we're playing power slam.
Yeah, look at this.
Ooh, that is waylaid after.
I think this is one that they're going to upgrade.
Does it sense like to you that the frustration starting to mount here for Ole Miss?
It is. It's a pressure-packed game here, and you're on your home court. Mississippi State has come out and thrown the first punch, the second, and the third. They've taken the crowd out of the building. And they've also been able to take the momentum that they had at the end of the first half into the second. Now, even though this is a situation that could be upgraded here for Ole Miss, this is a moment to reset, and they could find some juice from this. You got a lot of ball game left for both of these teams, and a moment to try to reset some things.
Well, it's good to see that Melendez is okay after taking that shot. Let's see what the officials have decided here. So it'll be a dead ball technical foul on Jamin Brakefield of Ole Miss. So that means Mississippi State will shoot the 2 shots, 2 free throws for the initial foul, and then 2 more free throws coming for the technical foul, 4 free throws and the ball.
Yeah, and for a veteran, that's just
after review. We're adding a flagrant between the dead ball contact technical foul to number 4 white. By rule, number 4 black shoots 2 shots on the original foul. Anybody black shoots 2 shots for the technical and black out of bounds.
There you go, the crew chief, Terry Oglesby, explaining it to everyone inside the pavilion.
Yeah, that's just a play if you're Jamin Brakefield you can't make. You have to keep your head in those moments. There's a potential opportunity for a huge swing for Mississippi State. 4 free throws and the ball. We'll have to see if they can capitalize.
So 1 of 2 from the line for Matthews. And then 2 more free throws coming. This will be the technical, as Riley Kugel will go to the free throw line to shoot those. A 77% free throw shooter on the season. And the key is Mississippi State keeps possession of the ball.
It's going to be interesting. After Kugel's make, what does Chris Jans have dialed up? This is a pivotal moment here in a baseline out of bounds opportunity. They had a long break to talk things over. But after the 3 made free throws, what does he have dialed up to see if you can get a clean look to add to it? The defensive intensity of Ole Miss is going to have to pick up on this possession.
A 7-0 run by Mississippi State, looking to add more to this possession. Backdoor cut is Matthews, and he'll dribble it out to reset the offense at 4 on the shot clock. A contested 3, and Dia with a strong board.
Good defensive stand there by the Rebels.
Here's Dia, that set shot 3. Kugel open in the corner in front of his bench. And Dia the board on the backside.
This is your point if you're Ole Miss. You have to execute. They've had some short possessions, the ball not rotating from side to side. Continue to play within the structure of the offense, moving the ball from one side of the court to the other to get a clean look.
There's the skip pass to Dia. He's missed his last 2 threes.
And I know that's a shot that Dia can make. But at 6'9" and 250 pounds, his advantages lie on the block. When he imposes his will, he's a load to stop, and it makes Ole Miss a much better team. He needs to live right there. He ran right down the middle of the court, and they rewarded him and found him.
Melendez, spot up 3.
That's a huge shot right there by R.J. Melendez.
Statement right now in Oxford.
Bulldogs have been off and running. Defense to offense, got a game here.
Sunday, it's a Sonic blockbuster on ABC, featuring 2 teams that know what it takes to raise banners. Paige Beckers is Paige Bucket, confident, smooth, and the fastest player in UConn history to reach 2,000 points. Just too talented. South Carolina's Mylasia Full-White. Here's Mylasia! Explosive, electrifying, and a reigning national champion. UConn, South Carolina. Sunday at 1 on ABC.
Largest lead of the game, Mississippi State up by 19, just running all over the place. The throw down, Sean Jones Jr. And uncharacteristic turnovers by Ole Miss, allowing the fast break points for State.
Mississippi State taking advantage of those. Ole Miss is a team that doesn't beat himself with the turnovers. But the miscues, the active hands in passing lanes by the Bulldogs have led to easy points on the other end and momentum baskets. They've been able to play a good two-way game on the offensive end as well as the defensive end.
Ole Miss right now with 10 turnovers. That is above their season average. They came into the night leading the country with less than 9 turnovers per game.
Well, they play a connected style. The pace in which they play and the defense in which they utilize. They do a really good job of playing complementary basketball to both ends of the court. But this is the situation now. They find themselves down 19. They're going to have to pick up the tempo on both ends of the court. Try to get some quicker shots on the offensive side and try to speed you up defensively to create some turnovers.
It's Matthew Morrell with that hard take, drawing the foul, getting to the free throw line. As Riley Kugel called for his second personal. Are you surprised by this score?
Well, Mississippi State's a good team. And yes, I am surprised at a 19-point lead. But in a rivalry game, Mississippi State starting to hit some shots, doing a good job with the ball movement. It's not surprising. It's a matter of when teams can get some things clicking, that every single team in this league is dangerous in home or away.
I just think Mississippi State has been dealing so many injuries throughout the season. Riley Kugel's a guy who's been in and out of the lineup, and when he's on the floor, to see how effective he has been. Ole Miss trying to get the steal, but Hubbard coming away with it.
With an extended pressure here by Ole Miss.
Kugel, catch and shoot. And an offensive rebound of Matthews as Mississippi State will eat more clock. And Padula got his hand caught in the cookie jar, and that'll be his fourth.
Keyshawn Murphy keeping that ball alive. Just gave him another crack at it. Results in Sean Padula picking up another foul.
It's amazing how good this offense has looked. And Hubbard hasn't taken many shots from the floor. That is just his 9th point of the game. We got an ABC women's college basketball doubleheader for you on Sunday afternoon. Paige Beckers and number 7 UConn squaring off against number 2 South Carolina. That's a Sonic blockbuster at 1 Eastern. And number 3 Texas hosting number 5 LSU in Austin. All starts with College Game Day crew at 11 a.m. Eastern on ESPN from Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina.
Those are all powerhouse programs, so they all have a legitimate chance of winning the national championship on the women's side this year. The Texas team playing high-level basketball, they're able to pound you on the inside with really good bigs.
Look at those hands by Matthews just stripping it away. Hubbard after those free throws now in double figures. Mississippi State, 5 players in double figures. Padula staying on the floor with 4, lays it in.
A risky reach in right there by Sean Padula with 4.
By Brown-Jones. And it's Ole Miss with the steal. Barnes decides to not use the screen and takes it himself to the rack.
Nice strong drive by David Barnes there.
Timeout on the floor. Ole Miss trying to mount a comeback here in Oxford.
USAA. You could be eligible if your spouse, parents, or even your grandparents served.
That was it. You're in.
As a veteran, I'm already in. USAA. Are you eligible?
I used to struggle with dandruff and scalp issues, but then I started using Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. Microbes are in everyone's scalp and can cause irritation. But when you use Head & Shoulders every wash,
keeps these rascals at bay. It helps prevent dandruff before it starts. Where do you think you're going?
see, no flakes down here.
Hair looks great.
Had a little help.
Make every wash count.
Pick 2 of Arby's beef and cheddar and crispy fish sandwiches for $6.99. It's surf and turf, reef and beef, the old bovine and brine, sea milk and land cookies, the old Arby's. We have the meat.
On average, we spend 93% of our lives indoors. But on a night like this, one thing they'll never say is, wish I stayed home. Life happens out there.
Good luck dealing with this team when they get repetition and right. These guys, when they compete at a high level, it's going to be fun.
Piece by piece.
2 of the greatest that ever laced them up.
It's Saturday prime time in a Sunday showcase doubleheader on ABC.
I've been using this product. It's called Muesli, and I've been telling everybody about it because it's been life-changing to me.
I go into a lot of things thinking it's not going to work, and I thought muesli would be the same thing, but it wasn't.
People are like, what are you doing? Because my skin looks completely different than it did. I feel like people can see me for me because of how confident I am.
Find the real you again. Go to muesli.com/TV.
This is one of the millions of new and used cars you can find on AutoTrader. You can find cars like the ones on your favorite show. Oh no, I bet I can even find the cars in my feed. Sure can.
3, 2, 1.
Let's watch TV.
Superman here in the studios. 4 nations on your local ABC station. There's Austin Matthews, maybe the best American-born player when it's all said and done. Getting ready to take on Connor McDavid, who many believe is the best player in hockey today. The U.S. fresh off a 6-1 win over Finland. Got a ton of momentum. Puck drop on ABC tonight, fellas.
All right, Zoo, appreciate that. Are you a hockey guy, Mr. Hendricks?
I don't even know if I can handle the skating part.
That's okay. You just got to tune in. That's all you need. Non-stop action, back and forth.
I'll tune in for sure.
There you go. Ole Miss trying to get back into this ball game here in Oxford, Mississippi. We approach 7 minutes to play in the second half. You can tell the Rebels are in scramble mode right now. The Bulldogs content with just spreading the floor.
Mississippi State still going to have to try to get a good look. It's a lot of time in this game.
Ooh. So a turnover. I think the officials are going to talk about this one. I think the initial call was out of bounds off Mississippi State, but the ball might have stayed in bounds. So let's take a look at that last play. So an inadvertent whistle, as the whistle was blown, thinking the ball was going out of bounds. It did not. Possession arrow they go to, and it will be Ole Miss basketball.
That's a tough break for Mississippi State. And it's a moment at Ole Miss. Strong finish. Mel Brown-Jones cutting, taking on the contact and muscling that one home. It's a huge shot for Ole Miss to gain a little momentum as he goes to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And a huge foul call, because on Murphy, that is his fourth.
It takes away a rim protector with some length.
Brown-Jones missing the free throw. The lead stays at 30.
History happens on the PGA Tour. With Crypto.com, you can make your predictions about the results. Check it out now at Crypto.com or in the app.
See Mississippi State trying to bleed some clock.
Matthews just runs over the defender, and a block is called on Brown-Jones.
Cam Matthews backs up for a little isolation situation. Thought he has a lane. That's a good call there. Mikael Brown-Jones not able to get squared up and take that fall.
With the changing block charge rules in college basketball, it is so hard now to take a charge.
Yeah, and I think for the better, because there were so many calls that you saw that were 50-50 calls where a player was not squared up. They fall. You get the charge call. It's also a risk at player safety. Players on the ground as much. I think it's much better now that you have to have the secondary defender over or be squared up to take the charges. It's better for the game.
Matthews 1 of 2 at the free throw line. And that goes off Ole Miss. It has been that kind of night for the Rebels. Multiple players getting their hands on it, just not able to squeeze it.
These possessions have been going heavy Cam Matthews. Not too much ball movement. And just allowing him to hold the ball and facilitate. You still want to make sure you work your offense.
On the deck, and it's just ripped away. Good D by Morrell. Lasky being pressured by Kugel. Here's Barnes, tries a three, too strong, and a rebound as multiple bodies on the deck.
Good job by Claudell Harris Jr. to keep his balance and not travel on that rebound. With Mississippi State, you want to continue to work it around. They've been keeping it in Cam Matthews' hands.
Backdoor cut on Kugel, but an offensive foul and a legal screen called on Nwoko. So for Nwoko, that is his 4th personal. Jones Jr. will check in for State, replacing Kugel. Still 5.5 minutes to play. There is time for Ole Miss.
Yes, and a lot of time. But they're going to have to pick up the pace in which they're playing on both ends of the court.
There's Morrell, a hard drive, and out of bounds. There's a hold on the inbound. Hold against Jones Jr. That is his 3rd. So a tough foul because that sends Ole Miss to the line with the clock stopped.
Mel Brown-Jones missed his last free throw when he was at the line.
Here's the 1-1, and he makes the first. Take a look at the standings here in the SEC. Ole Miss at 8-4 in the top half in the conference. Mississippi State trying to hold on to this win to get to 500 at 6-6.
Something, you know, a team getting to 500, and you say, man, that's a great job. That tells you the strength of this league. And this would be a huge win for the Bulldogs if they can get it done. But the pressure's getting picked up here.
Top 9 teams in the SEC are all ranked in the top 25. There's the double team. Hubbard open on the backside. Up and in.
Hubbard might have got a piece of it.
Okay.
He stayed after it after his missed floater and got a fingertip on that one, and it was able to rattle home.
Brown-Jones. And a rebound to Harris Jr.
If you're Mississippi State, you want to use the clock, but at the same time, at the end, when you get down around 10 seconds, execute well in the half court and still try to get a good look. It's a lot of time in the game.
Rims out, rebound Morrell. And Ole Miss trying to push the pace. A blocking foul called on Hubbard. All right, let's take a look at that miss.
This was a huge follow-up by Josh Hubbard. Missed the floater, but his activity, he was able to get just a little bit of a fingertip on that to muscle it home, and it found the bottom.
That's why I thought it was Klafke, but he pushed his hand to get that ball to go in.
But you know, it's been the tone that these teams have had. The offensive rebound, the lack of boxing out. And that's a moment right there when Hubbard shoots at it. After the contest, finish through with the play. Trust your fundamentals with the quality blocks out. That little fingertip was a huge basket for Mississippi State.
So just clean up a wet spot before the free throw coming up for Barnes. Point lead for Mississippi State. As Ole Miss here in this full court press.
Catch there. Michael Nwoko to handle that in the middle of the zone.
Nwoko, the soft touch from the free throw line.
That entire play was great by Nwoko. Steps up, makes himself available on the press breaker, handles the ball, and then makes the play.
A blocking foul is called on Melendez. As we are under 4-minute timeout on the floor here in Oxford, Mississippi State up. We will go to the studio after the break.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi helped visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. And with Skyrizi, many were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Now's the time to take control of your Crohn's. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
Dayquil VapoCool?
It's Dayquil, plus a brush of Vicks Vapors.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, power through your day medicine.
Let's just take a little bit. No!
This part is never easy, but at least saving on your family's medication is. Prescription savings made easy. Another good reason to check GoodRx.
Just a little bit more and you'll feel all better.
To truly embrace the fine life, you must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
And my progressive rep was super helpful.
Tom Hayes is passive progressive.
The way Kevin says he always has to help you.
Tom doesn't have progressive, so he takes it out on those who do.
If you switch, you can save hundreds.
Well, that's great. You could buy more of that cologne we all love.
Huh. Progressive called me back about the claim I filed.
Support when you need it. I wonder what that's like, huh?
In my office. Now, Tom!
Don't be passive progressive.
This is bad, right?
Switch to get good coverage and savings for yourself.
Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day. And giving your best friend the best nutrients for their best life. Science did that.
Super Mahenti in the studio. For those of you looking for Sunbelt leader Arkansas State hosting Troy, it's underway right now on the ESPN app. And when you guys are done there at the Pavilion, this game will move right over here to ESPN2. John, Richard?
That Arkansas State is a good team. I saw them with their win over Memphis earlier in the season. They are no joke.
Yeah. Brian Hodgson and what he's got going on in that Wolves club, doing a really good job. Second year at the helm. And his team competing for a conference championship in the tournament last year, and this year he's playing really good ball.
Don't you love this time of year? Going down the stretch in February as we enter March, heading into the end of conference play, and just seeing who's going to peak at the right time around the country.
I love it. And not only that, that has to give some of these coaches and teams hope. You want to be playing your best basketball moving towards March. You get an opportunity when it comes down to champ week and competing in the conference tournament, that if you can get things going and get hot at the right time, you can find yourself a part of the NCAA tournament. And if you can keep that momentum going, you never know how far it can lead you in March Madness.
David Barnes makes the first. We were at shoot-around. He was the first player on the floor for Ole Miss, going through a full shooting routine, taking advantage of all of the help and he has here at Ole Miss.
You got to love that. We spoke on that earlier. If you see someone who's the first one out there on the court, it's always going to pay out. David Barnes was able to get out here early, getting some shots up. He's getting extended minutes in this game, trying to see if they can come with a comeback.
Melendez sneaking free and just does get it to go.
Great execution on the press breaker by Mississippi State. Head up, recognizing where the cutters were, find R.J. Melendez.
Melendez with 17 as Brown-Jones. He's got 2 more. He's got 6.
Brown-Jones been doing a good job muscling that one home once again.
The lead stays at 13. Ole Miss needing to put some stops together.
The industrial grade products you need. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Have to elect to try to do some traps at some point.
Loco stepping out. And Melendez with the offensive rebound. Kugel open 3 ball short, and Padula snatches it away, and he'll be fouled. Well, the story in the second half has been the offensive glass for Mississippi State.
Well, it's been relentless activity, physicality, pushing, pulling, doing whatever you have to do to get in to try to get an extra look at it. And it's Mississippi State all night long on the O boards. It's been an effective strategy once again in this rivalry.
So Padula to the free throw line and the double bonus, shooting 2. As Mississippi State with 15 second chance points. But it is still not over as the 4th personal foul is called on Melendez, as Padula with one more free throw coming up. If you're on the floor for Ole Miss, what are you telling your teammates right now with just under 3 minutes?
Well, notice this lineup they have in there. A smaller lineup, guard-oriented. They're going to be able to put some pressure on the defense with some trapping and switching. But more than anything, when they get back to the offensive end of the court, you're going to have shooters sprayed out all over the perimeter. And they're going to have to see if they can get some outside shots going in a hurry.
11-point lead for Mississippi State. The largest lead in the second half was 19. Tipped out of bounds. State keeps the ball with 21 seconds on the shot clock.
Mississippi State has handled this pressure with really good poise.
There goes Ole Miss trying to double the ball. Get it out of the hands of Hubbard. Shot clock's at 6. Hubbard doubled again, has to get rid of it. Jones Jr., he's the recipient. His 3 touches the top of the backboard. It'll be Ole Miss ball.
But for Mississippi State, that's still a win. You use the entire shot clock. You don't have a live ball turnover that results in a transition opportunity for Ole Miss. Ole Miss is going to have to get things going in a flurry.
Richard, Ole Miss can cut the lead to single digits here. Here's Padula, step back 3, short. A wild sequence there. And a foul given up by Barnes. As Hubbard, an 85% free throw shooter, will get to the line. Did you learn anything different about this Mississippi State team after this game here tonight here in Oxford?
Well, they just had to get some things to click. But I tell you, they played some really good basketball. But it's 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Ole Miss is with a team that got a win on the road. The LSU put together a run and got some stops and made it interesting.
Now the foul starting to mount. And the fans starting to make their way to the exits here in the pavilion. With over 2 minutes, this place is starting to clear out.
People filing out. You know, it's a game where there's so many emotions, but at the same time, this is a top 25 team. A great head coach in Chris Beard, been to a national championship. Now has Ole Miss basketball clearly in the NCAA tournament. You hate to see the fans filing out. It's still time on the clock.
Well, we knew it was going to be an incredible environment, but for the most part, Mississippi State kept these home fans out of this game here tonight.
They did. They started off hitting some big shots from the outside, which led to the defense getting easy baskets, and they were able to have a nice surge towards the end of the first half and kept that momentum going. The recognition of what they were able to do against Ole Miss's defense in their post-up action, finding the open look in the corner was critical. And the activity on the defensive end with the deflections and steals has made a big impact.
Stripped out of bounds. And the officials are going to talk about it. Looks like it'll stay here with Ole Miss off the deflection.
And there they are again. It's the pressure heavy in the gaps by by Mississippi State. And the distribution of points balanced all the way around. 5 players there in double figures for the Bulldogs.
Dia goes one-on-one, and he's tied up by Matthews. Gets to the free throw line.
I thought that all game long, that was an advantage that Malik Dia would have. You know, this is a guy who can get a double-double on you. He's had some big performances in recent games. Has a reliable outside touch, but I believe as a big, you want to continue to set the tone on the interior. When he's able to score down low, he can change the rhythm of the game. He can draw fouls, soften up the defense for others, and then the outside game will come, playing against a different defense that has been impacted by his physicality down low.
1 of 2 from the line with 9 points. Brakefield with the offensive rebound. Cowherd 3. Dia tipped out. And a whistle. They're going to call the foul against Ole Miss. And the foul called against Malik Dia, his second personal.
Some frustration starting to mount from Malik Dia.
Free throw shooting night.
You're so much more than just a landowner. You're a gardener, a groundskeeper,